Good morning and welcome to the channel today. We'll be talking about how to start small without risking your salary. If you're living on a salary, the thought of risking your hard-earned money can feel very, very scary. And it happens to all of us, more so if it is your only source of income. But here's the good news. You don't have to risk your salary to get started. In fact, you can start small, you can start today, and you can start with whatever you have. Let me show you how to take the first steps, your baby steps, without quitting your job, without burning your savings, and without chasing the get rich quick schemes that will end up salping all your funds from you. Please stay tuned to the end and we'll talk about all these simple but yet practical steps that will yield results. The trap many salary earners fall into is that they think passive income means you need a whole lot of money, you need a ton of capital, or that you need to quit your job so as to go all in. Because of this belief, most people never start. You don't have a part of those people that never really start. Passive income is built step by step. The first step can be very, very small. Now, imagine a little baby that is learning how to walk, takes the first step fearfully, but keeps going. Now, imagine that baby 1 year after that. Those little baby steps will now become steps that are more sure and even running. That's how building passive income works. Now, here are the step-to-step guides on how you can start. One, redirect a slice of your salary. Instead of trying to invest half of your paycheck, start with 5 or 10%. If 5% is too much for you, start with as low as 1%. Think of it as your freedom fund. Now, talking about freedom fund, we'll actually discuss that in our subsequent videos so that we'll understand what freedom fund is and how it actually works. Now, that slice of your salary doesn't need to be big. That's why we call it a slice. It's very small, a pinch. Get that little percentage aside. And it is so small that you don't need to risk or shake your existing lifestyle. The money helps you to build passive income streams. Number two, start with low risk, low barrier options. I'll give you two. I've talked about it in previous videos. We have the government bonds. It can be the state government bond. It can be the federal government bond. It is low risk because your money is sure. It's sure as the state. So long as the state exists, they will definitely pay you. They don't default and they will not want to default. So your interest is secure, your capital is secure. And that is why that's why the interest rate is usually not as high as a high risk because interest rate works with the risk. It's very you can be rest assured that your money will be intact. So try the government bonds. Try mutual funds as well. Mutual fund is so safe that even when the company, your stockbroker, goes in, your mutual fund still exists, just like having shares in a company. Even when the broker stops existing, your share in that company still exists. So that's how mutual fund works. So these two are I think they are the lowest of the risk you can have. And it is low barrier because you do not need so much money to start with. You don't need so much money. If you're in the Nigerian environment, you can start with as low as 5,000 in these two. Some stockbrokers for mutual bonds, they do as high as 10,000, but I know one that can do as low as 5,000. So you can see that you don't need much, and the barrier is not high. As long as everybody can actually do that, then what do you need? You don't need much. You just need a valid ID card. You need an NIN. You need BVN. You need utility bill. Everybody has this. So the barrier is low. The barrier, as talking about the money you need to enter, the documents you need to provide, it's things that anybody can provide. So you can try that. You can also try ebook and e-guide. If you know how to cook well, you can put it into a book. There are people that don't know how to cook. They're looking for how they will learn. Put it there and make your money. If you have run a business and you've succeeded in it, you can put it in a book format. People are there looking for how to succeed in businesses. If you've run a career successfully, you spent 10 years in your career, you spent 15 years, you've not gotten a query, there is something that is sustaining you, and people need to know that. So you can put that in an e-guide or an e-book and monetize your knowledge. It's low risk. You don't need any money to do that. You just put it there and you start selling. Number three, focus on building skills, not just streams. Yes, we're talking about building passive income streams, having more streams of income, but our focus is not really on it because there is something more to it. So building it is just a benefit of what you already have. Imagine having your investing basics. Can you compare that to the income you're going to have? No, because this helps you to multiply. So your focus should be on the skills. Like my mentor would say, the money is not necessarily in the market, the money is in your mind. If you have it in your mind, you can make money in the market because there are also people in the market that are losing money. It's not a guarantee that you make money because you are in the market. Making money starts in your mind. So focus on the skills, focus on acquiring the skills, focus on getting the basics. It will help you. So it's going to multiply your efforts and it's going to keep your future funded. Salaries may pay your bills, but your skills will keep your future funded. Number four, reinvest. Don't withdraw early. When you make your $10 or your $20, don't rush to withdraw the money. Reinvest it. That's how small becomes sustainable. That's how you keep building wealth because the secret is in the multiplication, not in the withdrawal. The secret is in the compounding. The compounding is what makes the difference, not necessarily that seed. So yes, the seed you say is going to yield you something, but when you compound it, it's going to yield much more. Now here's the point. You don't need to risk your salary to start building passive income. All you need is consistency, small steps, and the courage to begin. Let me put it another way. I think the number one is even the courage to begin. Number two is the baby steps to take. Then number three is consistency. And please get this. Consistency is not having it 100% all the time. Consistency is showing up every day. So one day might be 100%, another day might be 1%, another day might be 50%. So long as you show up, that is consistency. And when you're consistent, I'm sure you're going to be building up on the percentage. So be consistent. Take the small steps. Have the courage to begin. And if you are here, you've been waiting for a sign this is the sign. Start with what you know. You have learned like four things here in this video. Start with it. Start with what you have and grow from there. Don't shift it to tomorrow. Don't shift it to next month. Start. I'm sure you have 5,000. Start with it. I'm sure you have $10. Start with it. Start with whatever you have. And if you want more practical, risk-free ways to grow passive income as a salary earner, stay tuned by subscribing. I'll be breaking it down step by step as we go further. Know this, your salary is your foundation, but your future doesn't have to depend on it alone. Feel free to hit the like button, drop your comments, and please share the link with others. Thank you for listening. Remain blessed.